Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Dice Masters with James and Zach. I'm Zach.
And I'm Invisible James.
Hello. I think you're just going to see my face today. We are back with the Dice Masters Trivia Challenge answers for week 4. Week 4 was the Maths Challenge, as they say it in the UK. We just say math, James.
It's mathematics, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like physics. You're not a physics teacher, are you? Or are you? Maybe you are.
I mean, anyway. All right.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Maths Challenge?
I was okay with the maths aspect of it. I think in our community, there's probably a lot of people who are quite okay with maths, but the actual knowledge part of it, I struggled with.
Yeah, knowing the numbers, right? That's the hard part. All right, so let's get into it. Question 1, the energy cost of Hellas Global divided by the energy cost of Wreckers Global.
I got that.
I think
Pretty sure I got
this
that.
One. Yeah.
That was 6 for the first one and 2 for the second one.
Yeah, I think it is the most expensive global in the game. And then Wreckers Global is 2 fists, so it's 2 energy. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Almost everybody got that one. That was a good one to start off with. Second one, much less popular. So the energy cost of the cheapest Thanos die plus the energy cost of the most expensive Black Widow die. And several people messaged me to tell me that I must have done something wrong because the numbers only go up to 10, and they kept getting 11.
The Black Widow was 4, I think.
The most expensive Black Widow is a 4 cost, that's right.
The other one was a tricky one, wasn't it?
The other tricky. Well, it used to say purchase cost, and then James pointed out to me that purchase cost would mean the printed purchase cost. And I didn't say purchase cost, I said energy cost of the cheapest die. And there are 2 now. There's the super rare Thanos from Age of Ultron that you can get all the way down to a 1 cost. And then the new Thanos from the Kree Invasion team pack, you can also get there's 2 of them you can get really, really cheaply. And so the cheapest Thanos die you can buy is a 1 cost. And then added to the 4 cost, that would make the answer 5. I did give it to Ben Scott, who put 4, because technically you could get Thanos for 0 if you used like Uncommon Collector. But I was really thinking about 5 there. Yeah, so cheapest Thanos you can get is not 7, that's the cheapest purchase cost, but you can get Thanos for 1 several different ways. So that one I think I got a lot of flack about, and very few people got the right answer on that one. So I think they might have been reading it a different way than I was. Anyway, a lot of people put 10. Anyway, I apologize if it was misleading. So number 3, the highest total fielding cost in the game minus the lowest purchase cost in the game. Well, what's the lowest purchase cost in the game?
Lowest purchase cost is 1.
1, yeah. You got Kobold, you got Morphing Jar, you got Chwinga. Highest total fielding cost in the game, and I think a lot of people thought it was 6, because that'd be like a 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I thought that, and then I looked it up afterwards, and it turns out it's Heimdall.
Heimdall, yeah. Heimdall is 223 on his fielding cost. So his total fielding cost would be 7 in that case. I mean, no one ever fields Heimdall, so it doesn't really come up. And I suppose if you were planning on it, you just bring like Uncommon Jane Foster, right? But yeah, so a lot of guesses for 5 in that case. No, the highest fielding cost has turned out to be 7. It's like, yeah. So yeah, there you go. So 7 minus 1 would be 6 for that one. Number 4, the number of DC gravity feed sets plus the total number of D&D sets. So it's tricky because, obviously they're not all D&D. So we had Justice League, that was a gravity feed set. We had War of Light, so that's 2. World's Finest was a gravity feed set. Green Arrow Flash was a gravity feed set. Batman was a gravity feed set, so that's 5. And then Superman, Wonder Woman was not, and Harley Quinn, which just came out, was also not. So we had 5 plus the total number of D&D theme sets, and that's 3. Battle for Faerun, Faerun Under Siege, and Tomb Annihilation. So 5 plus 3 gives us the answer 8.
Did I get that?
I've got the answers right here. You did. Well done, James.
Yes.
There you go. You got to kind of count in your head, right? All right, then the number of Marvel gravity feed sets minus the total number of TMNT sets. So there's only 2 TMNT sets. I think that one's pretty easy. There's the first one, TMNT, and then the Heroes in a Half Shell. But the number of Marvel gravity feed sets. So we have got AVX, UXM, Age of Ultron, Amazing Spider-Man, Civil War, Deadpool, Guardians of the Galaxy, X-Men First Class, Thor.
Are you doing that from memory?
No, I'm looking at the team builder.
I forgot bloody Amazing Spider-Man because
Oh yeah. So
I've got about
we're
three
excluding
cards in
the
that set.
Doctor Strange, all the team packs and the starters that were just starters, right? But that still leaves us with I think 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
Watch the physics teacher count on his fingers.
Yeah. So 9 minus 2 should give us 7. So that was the answer to that one. All right, 6. The number of BAC cards in a starter set minus the number of unique characters in a starter set. So how many basic actions are there in a starter set?
10.
It's 10. There are 10 basic actions. Not always unique. Sometimes they reprint them. But there are 10. And then the number of unique characters in a starter set is?
That would be 8.
8. So 10 minus 8 gives us 2. A lot of people got that one, looks like.
Yeah, right.
So that one was good. Yeah, so 8 unique characters, and there were 3 cards per character, so that's how you got the 24 cards. Okay. Number 7 was the number of D&D Adventurer affiliations plus the purchase cost of the Talisman of Ultimate Evil. I thought it was thematic to pick that one specifically. So the purchase cost of the Talisman of Ultimate Evil is 5, and I think that was probably the one that tripped up the most people.
No, I got that. That was fine.
So
it's
that's
a bloody
5
affiliation.
cost. Well, there's
you and your flipping D&D affiliation.
I mean, it was in the previous week when we talked about affiliations.
But did you include them all? Because I sort of remembered that you'd mentioned 4.
No, there were 5 of them. So, the Harpers, the Order of the Gauntlet, the Lord's Alliance, the Emerald Enclave, and the Zender. And there are 5 venture affiliations, and there's a 5 cost, so that one is 10. 5 plus 5. All right. The total fielding cost of the Justice League / Warlight Batman. And somebody did give me some flack about that, but I just figured, like, if you knew one, then you got the answer either way. And so the total fielding cost of Justice League or Warlight Batman turned out to be 6 because they really liked 1, 2, 3 fielding costs on Batman, even when Superman moved off of that. Divided by the total fielding cost of Guardians of the Galaxy Hulk. Do you remember what the fielding cost of Guardians of the Galaxy Hulk was?
That's 111. That one I knew.
Yeah. Somehow Batman still gets 6 fielding costs, and Hulk is down to 3. So anyway, so 6 divided by 3 gives us the answer 2 for number 8 there.
Batman is high maintenance. That's what
apparently, even his new ones, he's got a total fielding cost of like 5 or something. He's like 1, 2, 2 these days. But yeah, the new Hulk, to be fair, is the same die as Age of Ultron. So they back to the 1, 2, 3 fielding costs on Hulk. But that was pretty insane for the stats you got on Hulk. Anyway, number 9, the number of 10 cost cards in the game multiplied by the number of unique dice with a printed 10 on them in the game.
Oh, I forgot Slifer for the second one. Remember that?
Yeah, so there are 3 10 cost cards in the game. 2 of them are Thanos. One of them is the super rare Age of Ultron Thanos. One of them is the OP Thanos, and then the Phoenix Force OP card. So that's 3 10 cost cards, and then there are 3 characters in the game that have a printed 10. And it's, as James mentioned, Slifer the Sky Dragon has 10 attack on his level 3 side, and the Winged Dragon of Ra has 10 defense on its level 3 side, and
the White Lantern Dove.
White Lantern Dove has 10 defense on her level 3 side. Obelisk does not have a 10 on any of his sides. So yeah, so 3 times 3 is 9. Yeah, 3 10 cost characters, 3 printed 10s. There you go. We actually have some new 9 costs with Kree Invasion, and there's a couple of orcs coming out in the 40k set that have 9. So we'll have a few more 9s in the future, but still only 3 10s. And then the last one was a bit of controversy. And we'll have to make a follow-up video to this, but it was supposed to be the highest amount of energy you can have after a roll of just 4 dice, including all globals and game effects, divided by 2. My original thought was that you could get 14, which is why I had to divide by 2, because I could only have numbers up to 10. And my thinking was that you could have 4 dice that had double energy, and you could have 1 of each different energy. So if you had that would be 8 energy, and then if you had the Black Lantern Batman and the Black Lantern Superman, then you could get an extra damage there. Oh no, not 14, higher than that. So that's 2 extra energy there. And then if you had rolled all 4 of those dice from your prep area, because you couldn't draw any from your bag, you could have gotten 4 generic that way, and that would have been 14 that. total, right? No.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. Plus maybe 2 from your opponents if they have the same.
Yeah, and if your opponent also had the Black Lantern Batman and Black Lantern Superman, then you could have got another 2 in, and then it started to snowball. So I give everybody a point for number 10 for no matter what they did, and then very soon here we're gonna show off the 3 highest. We had 3 people who were sort of competing for the top spot, but I believe the highest energy that anybody came up with, and the strict limitation I put on it was that you could only have rolled 4 dice. So it's not like you're, investigating through every single die that you could possibly have purchased. But if you've only been able to roll 4 dice, what can you do? And it came up to like 60, I think. Like we're basically at 60 energy. So anyway, so James and I will detail those solutions and show how those worked out. But thank you for everybody for brewing and coming up with ideas for that, and we'll show off the highlights there, and they'll get a couple of bonus points here. So that was all the questions for week 4. So how do we do here? TJ got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 10, including number 10, of course. But well, yeah, that's 7 of the 9. And then it looks like Phil actually had another 8 out of 10 as well. Yeah. So the UK is doing pretty well in this particular category. And then Laurier, or how you say it,
Laurier,
only missed 1.
Bloody hell.
And he put 9 for the D&D affiliations plus talisman. So my guess is that he just either forgot an affiliation or thought it was a forecast. But he was so close to getting a perfect score. That's so good. Anyway, congrats to the people who did really well. I will post the updated scores. But yeah, thanks everyone for participating in week 4. I know that it was a bit of a tough one. And yeah, we're going to have week 5 coming out. And then I haven't actually come up with what we're going to do week 6. We're gonna have to wind down or have to start work here pretty soon at the end of the month. But I promise we'll have a week 6 of some form, and then probably that'll have to be the end of it. But yeah, it's been really fun making up the questions and see what people know. People know a lot about the game, it turns out.
Indeed, who knew?
Yeah, right.
I was pleased with my bar performance, but I've been thoroughly outshone and I've struggled on every round.
And you still have the record in the bar. I'm gonna have to see if I can get on there and do something. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.